Hey guys, TunaWithOnions here, and today we are playing Orzhov Clerics. I did not do very well with this deck at all. It could be that this was the first time for me playing Orzhov Clerics ever, and I didn't really know what to do in a lot of places, a lot of key places, made some mistakes. So look, if anything, this video can be a tutorial on some of the things not to do with Clerics. So let's look at the deck first. There are a few modifications to what was on untap.gg as the most popular Clerics deck. There is 4 Lunarch Veterans. That's a good card for us. Good 1-drop. Comes back with Disturb as well. Life gain both times. Traveling Minister. That's a little bit interesting. It is a 1-drop. Helps prevent those aggro decks from overrunning us. There are a ton of 2-drops. We have the Aspirant, Voice of the Blessed, Cleric of Life's Bond, and Vanishing Verse. None of these are changed. Pyre of Heroes was not in the original deck list. I didn't have a 4th Voice of the Blessed, so I put in Pyre of Heroes. Actually, Pyre of Heroes is for a 4th Righteous Valkyrie and a 4th Aura. Okay, there was only 3 Voice of the Blessed. 4 Spellbinders and 3 Righteous Valkyries. Probably do need that 4th one. They are very, very powerful in a deck like this. Markov Purifier instead of Skyclave Apparition. Interesting choice. Trying to favor drawing cards than exiling things that cost 4 or less. The idea basically is that with the life gain, we can survive things that cost 4 mana or less, but we're going to have trouble with the control decks, and if we can draw enough cards, we can keep it flowing and hopefully get home versus the control decks. We have 3 Aura Skyclave Hierophants and 1 Angel of Destiny. This was not in the original deck list, but I put it in there. We've got plenty of life gain, and I'll put the Angel in there. If we do manage to have 15 extra life, we can use Pyre of Heroes to get the Angel and hopefully get home. Lands, we're not playing snow lands, so just regular lands. A lot of dual lands here, and 2 hives. Alright, that's the deck. Let's see how we went.
Alright, this looks pretty okay. We've got 2 1-drops and a 2-drop, and a 4-drop. We should be fine. We've got plenty of land as well. Start off with the Lunarch Veteran. See what our opponent plays. Looks like he's some form of control. Okay, not sure if I should be playing the Veteran there or the Pyre of Heroes. So I just went with the Pyre of Heroes. So we're up against Izzet. So I want to sack one of these Clerics to get a 2-drop. And play the Lunarch Veteran first to gain a life. I thought that the Cleric of Life's Bond there triggers, but turns out it only triggers for the first time you gain life. So a little bit of a misplay there to start things off. But we're okay. Hopefully. At this stage. Let's get in there for some damage. Or not. Maybe we won't get in there for some damage. So, I'll play Aura here. If he kills that, then I can bring something back. Bounces it. So we want to get a bit of a move on. We don't want him to really get his mana up too much. Yeah, we're just going to play all our creatures. So he silences, digs for land, and he's got 5 mana. We need to try and speed things up a little bit. So if I was going to sack that, probably should have activated it first to gain some life. If I was going to get anything other than Cleric of Life's Bond. However, because I want the Cleric of Life's Bond to trigger, that's why I didn't activate the life gain there. He's thinking, what's he gonna do? Nothing. Just whittle down his time. So Cinderclasms again. That's okay for us this time, because we do get to bring things back. So you're gonna bring back one of the Lunarch veterans. Actually, I'm gonna bring both of them back, because if they die, then I do get to cast Disturb on them, even if they die. So it's going to Galvanic Iteration. So it kills off both our Lunarch veterans. We can no longer bring them back. They've been exiled. Go in for some damage. I don't know if it is correct to get rid of the aura there. Not sure if it is correct. Just trying to be aggressive. Realized that I was over 27 life. Could bring back the Valkyrie, but do want to see his hand. Want to avoid those Epiphany shenanigans, and it worked. Alright, good game. This looks like a decent hand, so we're going to keep this hand. We've got 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop, and 3 lands. It doesn't get much better than that. We're alright. So it looks like we're up against Mono White. We played pretty well against Mono White. The question really is, do we want to exchange? Or do we want to hold off? It's tempting to exchange. The thing is, the Aspirant can only pump 1 creature at a time, where we cast our second Cleric of Life's Bond, and we're actually pumping 2 creatures at once. So we're getting slightly more value. And because of that, we're not going to trade with the Usher. Right. So he's building quite the board. Could have traded again there, but once again we chose not to. Let's have a look what he's got in his hand. Paladin class. So he's run out of creatures. This is very good for us. Continue to apply pressure. And he's got to be really careful here. We got lethal on the board next turn. And he knows that those the 2 life bond clerics are going to get bigger. So he's done alright. He's built quite the board. He's trying to be a bit aggressive himself. Put a bit of pressure on. To be fair, he's not going to win by holding back. So that's fair enough. So the question here is, do we play 2 clerics or do we play the aura? It's the decision we've got to make. We're going with aura. If he does manage to kill more than one thing at a time, or even if he manages to kill just one, we can get it back. So that's the basic idea. Okay, so he's down to 4. It's going to be very hard for him to continue being aggressive. Alright, we're down to 3. But we're okay. Because we do have a lifelink. And we've got some more lifelink every time we cast Clerics. So because we had 2 Clerics to cast, we were guaranteed to gain 4 life and bring us up to 7. Because we get 1 life each from the life spawn. And plus we've got lifelink from Aura. So even though we went down to 3, it's a little bit deceptive because we had plenty in reserve. Alright. So he's going to chomp. Oh, it looks like he's trying to get rid of one of the Cleric of Life spawned. I don't think that was a good move because we do have Aura out there. It's also going to prove to be very expensive for him. So he's lost his Flyer and his Flyer Generator. So Clarion Spirit's gone as well. So he's going to have a lot of trouble dealing with the Spellbinders. So we're going to play our Aspirant here. Just to gain that extra life. Put a few more things on the board. And just make sure that he can't get through. So glad we did. Because Adelin's there. And we just need to block enough. There we go. So if we block like this, we get 1 Spellbinder back, and we get a Cleric of Life spawn back. And that's, I think, a bit too much for him to deal with. Alright. So we swing, and it looks like it's going to be a good game. Alright, good game, buddy. Okay, you've got plenty of land here. Don't have much beyond the 2 creatures, but we do have a removal spell. So, yeah, decided to keep it. See how we go. Alright. So, it could be mono white, could be some sort of mirror. But we're going to be aggressive. Probably should have put the counter on the Cleric of Life's Bond there. There's no point really putting it on the Aspirant. It's not like we're going to use it to block. Okay, so it looks like we're up against mono white, so the Vanishing Verses will come in a little bit handy. I'm gonna hit him hard here. But don't really want to get rid of the S. Yeah, didn't really want to trade with the Aspirant. So decided to remove his Spellbinder. And that also put lethal on the board. So he was forced to remove it, which he did, to be fair. So if I remove the adversary, I go in for 4. So that puts lethal on the board again. So just want to draw a card. Might have gotten something nice, didn't quite get it. I'm gonna try and be aggressive anyway. Probably slightly more correct to put a +1/+0 on the Aspirant. That way I gain a life as well. But I wanted the counter on the other 1/1. And just to spread it out a bit, just in case. Okay, not gonna put any counters on the veterans, because they're okay to die. They come back as flyers. Yeah, this is not good. We went from being in a pretty good position to probably being a little bit too over-aggressive, and now we're in serious trouble. Serious trouble. So, if I play the veteran, then I don't get to draw a card. Whereas by putting Markov Purifier down, I will get to draw a card. So, you know, if we manage to drag this out a little bit, those couple of cards that we get to draw, that could make the difference. And we've still got 20 life. Well, it's got a Legion Angel now. We don't have very many ways to deal with that. Okay, so we need to get the Purifier back so that we can draw cards. So we're going to double block here. And the tables have turned, and I think we misplayed and lost a winning match. Oh well, let's try again. Okay, we're a bit tight on mana here. We've only got the 1 white mana, but we do have white and black, so we're going to keep it. We've got plenty of creatures. So let's start with the veteran. Okay, so it looks like he's playing Izzet. We don't get to cast that for its disturb cost. It's been exiled. It's tempting to play the swamp and keep the plains hidden, but we just don't get enough value from it. It's much better to play 2 creatures here, I think. Alright. So, we're going to try and be as aggressive as we can be. So, hit him for 3s, down to 17. Board wipe. To be fair, that is my fault. I should have seen that coming with the foretelling there. So, that's okay. We've got 2 3/3s now. Still got a fair bit of a threat on the board. He still has to deal with that. He couldn't have Doomscarred again this turn. He doesn't have enough mana. Okay, so he's got some sort of mill deck. So I'm gonna leave the crab for now. We've got our entire library. So just gonna try and save that Vanishing Verse in case he comes up with something that we really can't deal with. Okay. So he's killed his own crab. Save us the trouble. Well, that's not funny. Okay. We'll get rid of this thing just in case he's got something to get spells back. Behold the Multiverse. So he's drawing some cards. Opponent finds another crab. Not good for us. And crab goes to work immediately. Okay. Let's get rid of that other crab. So it's got lethal on the board here. Feeling pretty good. Until, of course, that happened. Okay. In response, probably should have played Vanishing Verse so he wouldn't have drawn a card. That actually would have been the correct play. Because we do have the Hive. That would have helped get us home. Okay, but hopefully we've still got enough time. He's only got 4 left. We do have 22 cards in the library. Seems like a fair bit. Never mind. That was wishful thinking. So, I mean, what's he going to foretell? It's got to be a Doomscar. But there's not much we can do. We got to play the Spellbinder and the Veteran anyway. Because if there's any chance of winning, we've got to put lethal on the board. You know, if he does kill the Spellbinder, and we cast our 1/1 next turn, we just don't have enough turns to kill him. So it does have a Doomscar. There'd be nothing else that we can do. So, once again close, but we didn't quite get there. Good game. Captain Germany. Interesting name. Love to go to Germany one day. Okay, so we got 1, 2, and 3 drops. Looks like we're up against mono white again. Which is good for us, because I think we play relatively well against mono white. This deck does. Yeah, we're going to trade there. Okay, play the Valkyrie instead of the Pyre. So he's got Brutal Cathar. Just need to be careful here that it doesn't become night and day too often. So I gain the life, and then I sack it to upgrade. Legion Angel, straight up, eh? All right. Well, how are we going to deal with that? Poorly, most probably. So this here is going to be my attempt to deal with the Legion Angels. I'm going to try and get the Valkyries out, and we're close. We're on 20 life. We just need to gain a little bit of life, and everything pumps up. So that was a good draw for us, because that aspirant just boosts our Valkyrie. Probably should have paid the aspirant prior to sacking though. Would have gained an extra life. So once again, a little bit of a misplay. Just not used to this deck. And of course at this level, those little misplays, they can become quite costly. Okay. So, boost our Valkyrie. I'm probably going to be willing to pay the 3 life to kill the Brutal Cathar, or whatever it's called when it's being flipped over. Let's see what he does. Okay. If I get rid of the adversary instead, then I can block the Brutal Cathar, and I'll still get my Valkyrie back. So yeah, I can do that. I just got to make sure not to take lethal. Yeah, I'm good. Don't forget, I gain plenty of life when the Valkyrie comes back. So I should gain about 5 life. Alright, Adeline, that's another good card for him. So we're down to about 7. We need to gain a ton of life. To have any chance, really. So I'm going to go digging for another Valkyrie. And we needed to gain a ton of life, and we have. So, well and truly back in the game. Okay. So that should be the last Legion Angel in his hand. How do I get rid of this Adeline? Do I trade one creature or two creatures? So don't want to take it, definitely want to trade. So thinking if I trade my weakest Valkyrie and the Hive, the problem there is he gets a 2-for-1. I really don't like that. So, look, I'm going to trade Cleric of Life's Bond and keep the keep all three of my Valkyries. Okay. Now, could have sacked the Purifier to Pyre of Heroes there to pump up all the Valkyries, but they're already quite big, and I think I needed to draw cards. And he didn't attack, so we got away with it. Okay, I think we're good. We're all the way up to 34 now. It's going to be very hard for him to kill us. We do want to apply a little bit of pressure. We do want the game to end. And we don't want something to happen for him to get out of this mess that he's in. Like that! For example. You know, thank goodness he wasn't able to get to level 3 straight away. So he's attacking with Adeline. That is... it's an interesting attack. Almost don't even need to block Adeline there, because I'd only take a little bit due to the life gain. But I do want to get rid of it. It is one of the bigger threats that he has. That is a very expensive block that he set up. He's losing 3 flyers. But I don't think he's got much choice. So let's just rearrange it to make sure that the Legion Angels all die. There's only one left. We continue to draw cards. Vanishing Verse is good for us. It's very good for us, actually. So we could use it to get rid of, you know, a creature at a time. But he's probably going to target the level 3 ability on, you know, one of the creatures we don't want to get rid of. So it's easier just to get rid of the Paladin class there. Yeah, good game. There's not much you can do here, buddy. So, gonna swing with everything. If he chumps, then he can survive another turn. If he tries to actually kill things, he's in a bit of trouble. We've got Aura there, so we're not even worried about things dying, because we just get replacements from the graveyard. Okay, got to make sure that Legion Angel dies. And then the training thing next. Okay, so he's got the one creature left. So should be able to just swing and kill him. Okay. I like his resolve. He's not willing to give up. Alright. Hats off to you, buddy. Keep playing till the end. But that's it. Good game. And that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.